Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Utah Utes, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Utah's offense will go on the attack first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time around.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Utes with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Flips it out on the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Arkansas's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field. It's Green. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. He shanked it. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. On the run, it's Parker. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Runs through the tackle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air. It's Dampier. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the single back. Finds a little space. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got enough for the first. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Wants to throw. It's Green. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Bought a little time, lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Rodgers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Jukes his way for more. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Sets up the screen. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expect...
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. And the returner will be knocked down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Green. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then get a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Off play action on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. Running to Green. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it.
And down he goes back at the 3.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Kick interference. Kicking team.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down. dances away to buy time. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Utes have it with a 1st and goal. Pucks it out of the air. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 17 to LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's looking deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Pulls it in. It's Parker. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting...
Touchdown, Utes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab deep. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Green. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he got just enough of that one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Lets it fly. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Utes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Snap it to the back. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Green. Still looking, on the move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Oh, and he got 12 as he just got rid of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Utes have their offense in high gear. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Green. Makes the catch, it's Jones. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Finds his man, it's Brown. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The run from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Quick step and go. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First down here for the offense. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance.